Hello, and glad you're here. I just had to nix what I was doing before, and now I'm trying it again. But I'm hoping that I don't lose you guys this time. Who knows what it was like before because it just computer issues. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is why business building could be a great choice if you want to become a business owner. And I have three great reasons, especially are the reasons that some of the reasons that actually really made me consider doing this instead of something different, trying to find some other job in nursing and knowing that I couldn't do certain things and they would probably still hold me accountable to being able to do everything, even with my disability. So I didn't even want to fight with that. So, but when we're talking about um, having your own business, being a business owner, when I looked at it and in my research, business building, which is it's a catchword or it's a word for what we cannot say on Facebook because it has a negative connotation because of people that are spamming people, people that are dropping links, people that are continuing to talk to anyone and everyone and annoying people and that kind of stuff. But business building is still an awesome way to go. I love what I'm doing. I'm online now. I started out old school, and then I found a different way to build, a better, different way to build online. And I really like what I do. Yeah, I really love being able to come on, share information, excuse me, and be able to let people know the things that I'm learning because I'm growing and learning. I'm in the trenches building my business. And so when I learn something, I like to turn around and give it to you. Um, and help you to be able to maybe take a look at that or maybe not, or maybe something else I talk about, about business building because it's a huge topic, and learning how to do it and learning how to do it effectively and successfully. And success is, of course, is different for everybody, but I just look at it like there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And, pushing my stuff in front of people, pitching to people, and that I don't even know, I haven't taken the time to get to know, I don't even know what their issues, problems, struggles are. And then I'm pushing something on them because surely you want what I have because everybody wants what I have when actually nobody wants what I have. So I've been through that. And so I want to today give you the top three reasons for me as to why I wanted to go on and do business building, even when it didn't work doing one way. I found a different, like I said, better way. And so let me move on. So, first of all, let me introduce myself to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard. It's kind of hard because I've already done it, but I'm losing track on where I was, and doesn't matter because I erased it because I couldn't tell what I had and what I didn't have. So anyway, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use the power of social media to get prospect leads and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, video marketing, lead generation, branding, amongst other strategies that are updated, modernized, and trending strategies and tips to help you, to give you what I've learned to help you to be able to move ahead and get your business going and have some success out there, whatever that is for you. My overarching goal is time freedom and financial freedom. And I'm going for it. And I've been going for it now for I started doing business building about, I would say, over 20 years ago. But I didn't stick with it because it didn't seem to be working. But I didn't know about this part of it. I didn't know that there was a different way. There was a way that I could do this online. I had no idea. But I really, really like doing it this way. So let me just get to the point because I want to be respectful of your time. So I'm trying to cut myself down from the 20 minutes or 23 minutes every now and then that I fall into. So I have my notes here. So let me just follow my notes. So um, in business building, and I don't know, did I say belly to belly, the list of 100 and that kind of thing? You know who I'm talking about. So in business building, there are so many different opportunities. There are so many different uh, there's so many different things out there, for lack of a better word. I guess I've gotten a little bit, sometimes when stuff happens, you get a little bit, drawn out, or your words don't come out right. So anyway, because it was a little stressful, I'd been fighting with the computer this morning, and then I thought I had finally had it and whatever. So I'm going to shake that off, and I'm going to keep it moving. So, um, it's one of my reasons is startup costs are low. Startup costs for most businesses, especially brick and mortar businesses, and depending on if you've done your homework or not, as far as, when you're looking into, even companies out there that you might want to join, you really want to do your homework. You really want to make sure where they're coming from. You want to make sure they're aligned with you and you're aligned with them and that kind of thing, because startup costs for this compared to brick and mortar is, I want to say, starts out at 50,000 to 100,000 or more to even begin, and then people don't really make their money back for several years, and so they're not really seeing any type of gain. They're just seeing they're just barely covering the bills and getting everything done, and at the end of the day there's nothing left. So this to me is such a low startup cost. I mean, I don't remember putting out a whole bunch of money until I one day decided that I was going to do what they said as far as marketing, and I needed to do this, get that, and I did that, and then the company changed their name and they changed their product. And so here I have product here in the home in my house, and I have and I don't, I'm trying to think. I don't have a way to really get back in touch with them. And when they changed their name and their product, then I think then my things became obsolete, and I, would try to call them but couldn't get in touch with them because, of course, by that time, I guess they were into what they were doing and moving ahead and leaving the rest behind. So for me, that was really, really frustrating. But I still, that other than that, I have never really put in a whole bunch of money, a bunch of startup costs. This is something that I started off and, just didn't, like I said, I've already said, let me not repeat. Okay. Then being the master of your schedule. Being the master of my schedule was just for me, it was a blessing. For me, it was like when you have kids and you struggle to get them to their doctor's appointments, because my boys had some issues, and so they had, just they just had some stuff, like different things like asthma and this and that and what have you. So they were constantly having difficulty. So I was constantly going to the doctor, and I had to struggle to get those days off, and get the FMLA paperwork, and then them saying, well, you don't have enough time yet, so no, you can't. And then I would have to just call in because my kids are more important. So I would have to go on and do that to take my kids to where they needed to go. Um, Being the master of my schedule is awesome because I can change things around as I need to take care of my one son that's still here at home. I have two boys, and one is 24, soon to be 25, and the other one is just turned 20. And so, he's very busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on, bouncing around the house, and that kind of stuff. Um, so anyway, I've always had to get them to the doctors, and they had the same doctor for a while, and then things changed. But it was just so hard to get off. It was so frustrating. And then for them to tell me when they re-diagnosed my oldest son with something different than what he initially had, they told me that I couldn't have FMLA time for that because it was something new. It didn't even make sense what they were saying, but now I don't have to deal with that. And they're much older now, but I just, as I started into this, it was one of the things that, I didn't have to deal with anymore. I didn't, I became disabled, but I still, could take care of my kids. I could still do the things that and I can do everything. It's just my knees and my back don't work as well as they used to. And so finally, after, me trying to get up and down out of a chair and in a chair, it just, finally they just said, you're disabled, and we see the issue, and so, and I refuse to get one of those tags yet, but because I still, as long as I can walk, and I can, then I'm fine. So I'm keeping it moving. So being the master of my schedule was an awesome thing for me. And then number 3, laptop. I have lap on here. I was like, what a laptop lifestyle. Having a laptop lifestyle is just awesome. It's one of those things that I feel so grateful to have. I can do things like when I was in the ER. I was in a class Sunday, and I had just started the class, and I had a 3-day workshop. And so I just started it, and then my son walks in, and he's got, blood dripping from his hand, and I'm looking at it, and I'm seeing it's a really deep cut. And so I just had to say, I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to head to the ER, and my son is bleeding, yada, yada. And, no problem, no issue, no, you can't go. No, you have to stay. None of that. I just went, they said, go ahead and just take good care of him. We'll be having good thoughts and praying for you and those types of things. So having the laptop lifestyle for me allows me the freedom to switch my schedule around if I need to. It allows me to be able to, okay, I get this done, and then I have this time that I can use for this. Or if my son then all of a sudden, has something else happen, then I can say, okay, I can do this, and then, but I got to leave now, so I have to put this off till later in the day, or maybe move it to the next day. And I can travel and be in the hospital. Like when I was in the hospital, I was listening to some of the information from the course, the workshop that I was in. Because of Wi-Fi, I couldn't get it all, but I still got some of it. So that was really good. And I mean, where else could you do that? I couldn't do that as a nurse. I had to be there, and there was no ifs, ands, and buts. But now I have the ability to travel, use my laptop, use my phone, and, keep my business going without doing a whole bunch during the day, get it done, and pre-plan things, so on and so on. So basically, those are the three things that I wanted to bring up to you. Those are the three things that I'm really excited about and that make me feel like it's really worthwhile. And I don't want to change what I'm doing. I just want to continue to grow in it, learn it, and like I said this on the other video, but I am in the trenches with you. I am building my business as I go, as I learn things in workshops and trainings. Then I turn around and um, share those things with you. I tell you, live video, and then when your words just slip right out of your head, but they do come back, so that's okay. So slip out, slip back in. Okay, so I hope that this information was helpful. I hope it was valuable for you. I hope that you might do some research. You might go onto Google or whatever your search engine of choice is, and just kind of look up some things about, why business building might be really something great if you want to start your own business. The startup costs are low. The ability to be your own boss, make your own schedule, the ability to travel and do the things that you need to do, whether that's traveling out of town, whether it's just going to a game and you have some work to do that your kids in sports, and so you can sit there and maybe do a little bit of something on your phone in between stuff that's happening, but you're there and you're able to enjoy what it is that you're doing. So basically, that is it. I have a two top anti-selling. Look at my notes. Two top anti-selling social media posts that I would like to that I'm going to put information on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section, and you can check it out and take advantage of it, and just see what it is, what you think about that. I think that that's great because it's not the time to it's I think that time has passed to be pushing stuff on people, to be pitching to people, to be dropping your links and inappropriately. You don't even know these people, but you're dropping your link there. It's just not people look at that like me, and I either hide it or delete it, and I don't like to delete because still it's a part of the algorithm for Facebook, where it's still seen as content, it's still seen as engagement. So I do more hiding than deleting, and yeah. So I hope that this was good for you. So let me do some housekeeping things real quick. So keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live, especially like today and like Friday when I started my 3-day workshop. It would, just that way when I'm going live, if you definitely want to hear what it is that I'm talking about on a particular day. I go live Monday through Friday, and usually it's at noon. Sometimes it can be before, sometimes it can be after, depending on certain things that I have to do, but I try to keep it so that I'm going at 12 noon. So, okay. So then the other thing is, remember that there are people out there that are isolated, that a phone call, text message, email, or even getting them on a Zoom might really brighten their day. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And just continue to pray for us as a world, us as a people. We are all joined together. We're in this together, and we can make it through this. So that's it. I'm going to get off of here. Take care. Talk soon. Bye.